Hi guys, welcome to the video where we are all about living our lives at 40. Well, today is going to be a great one. I think it's a kind of video that some of you might be expecting, because some of you might be wondering, how did he do it? How did he lose 20 kg in just 6 months? This guy did lie, that story. Well, that is what today's video is all about. So if you want to truly live your life at the age of 40 and above, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and also turn on the notification. That way you will always be the first to know each time I upload a video. Come on guys, let's jump right in. Welcome back to the video. If you're new here, my name is Ernest. I'm a health and fitness enthusiast, and I'm going to walk you through how I became this fit, how I became this healthy in this video. So basically, this video is a storytelling period, storytelling time, letting you in on how to best lose your weight without stress, without feeling so bad, without feeling as if you're killing yourself. Because it's a very good thing to do for yourself. It's a very good thing for you to become healthy, to live your life, even at the age of 40 and above. Because at this point of your life, it's a very crucial time. Because if you look around you these days, people die at the age of 50, 60, 70. Very few people get up to 100. And I want to help you achieve that. I'm not saying it's a guarantee that once you live a healthy life, once you decide or not that you're going to live to be 100, but at least you must have tried. And you are very, very close to getting there. You are about to see how I, Mr. Ernest Anonde, moves from this to this in just 6 months. It's not a big deal, it's doable. It all started in 2019, early 2019 to be precise, January 2019. I woke up that morning and I was like, I just took a decision. So my brother, the first important thing you should do about losing weight is taking a decision. Decision is what you must take. You must say, no, I'm sick and tired of being like this. I'm sick and tired of losing shape. I'm sick and tired of all this joint pain. I'm sick and tired of processed food. I'm sick and tired of sugar. I'm sick and tired of carbohydrate. Not completely, but at least minimize your intake. Because that is what is going to lead you to losing weight. Now, how did I do it? After I took that decision, I started by jumping straight into what they call the ketogenic diet. Well, some of you who know what it is know what it entails, and some of you who don't. For somebody like me, because I am the kind of husband that I don't just sit around and wait for my wife to come and dish me food, dash me food on the table with drink and water and all that. No. Once I come into the house, once I come back from work, and something smell goes in the kitchen, before I even take off my tie, I'm already in the kitchen helping myself. So I like food that much. And my wife can also cook herself. So the whole thing was just a very bad combination for me. You know? So it's something that because I've already taken that decision to actually lose weight, to actually get healthy, get my life back, it wasn't that difficult again. The ketogenic diet is a restrictive diet whereby you restrict your diet to eating, say, 75% fat, 20% protein, then 5% carbohydrate in your diet. And these fats are not just any kind of fat, they are healthy fats, which you can get from avocado pear, some very good raised beef, chicken, fish, you know, all the good proteins, and even eggs. And then your carbohydrate is solely from vegetables, no fruits. Ketogenic diet does not tolerate food, because food is made up of a lot of fructose and sucrose, which will actually throw you out of ketosis. Alright, so ketogenic diet is a diet I started with, and I got to know about it on YouTube. I never know anything about ketogenic diet. So, but for this purpose, I would like to call it keto diet, so that I don't waste my saliva with ketogenic, you know. So I save some energy too for some other stuff. So keto diet is something I started with. I started keto diet whereby, like I said earlier, you don't eat a lot of carbohydrates. So it was bye-bye to rice, bye-bye to even beans, bye-bye to yam, bye to Gary, you know. So all those things I love to swallow, my God. You know, I'm saying it now and I'm laughing and I'm happy because I've not had Gary throughout 2019. Up to date, I've not had Gary. I've not had yam. I'm still taking yam now. Alright, and I take some rice, but it has to be a local rice. No, because the local rice are more continuous, they are more nutritious, unlike all this rubber rice they bring to us from abroad. They call it foreign rice. Alright, so that was it. Ketogenic diet is a restrictive diet whereby you just go on low fat, high fat, moderate protein, and low carbs. Low carbs are solely from your vegetables like cabbage, lettuce. You can actually find cabbage very easily, they are not too expensive, and cabbage is a very nutrient dense food. It's very healthy. You know, for me, the way I enjoy is that I would like to run some little hot water on it and press it out so that it doesn't bloat me. So whatever you take while you are trying to lose weight, and if you are bloated, please stop taking, because you can't lose weight while you are bloated. You need to take things that your system can accept and digest very properly. Then the fats, like I said, we have olive oil, coconut oil, avocado pear is a very good source of fat. Then you have the ghee. The ghee is something I enjoy a lot. I can use it to fry my eggs, I can use it to cook, you know, I can also use it like a dip or something, you know. You can dip your whatever you need and you just eat, and it gives you some very nice things, you know. Now that ghee, you can also use ghee or you use the grass-fed butter. But the thing is, grass-fed butter might be difficult to find in this part of the country, Nigeria, in this part of the world, I mean. So I use ghee in place of the grass-fed butter. But if you must use the grass-fed butter, then you go to supermarket. When you see the President butter, it's actually from France. Any butter you see that is from France is actually 99% grass-fed, because most cows in France are actually grazed by grass. They don't give them soy, corn and all that. So it's actually better when you're going to get your meat or your chicken, you go for organic, the ones that are not raised in the poultry. Because if you carry all those chickens that they raise 2 months and they feed them with all whatnot, chemicals and all that, and you start eating them, those ones will not do the job for you. They are not organic, and you will end up with, you know, they say show me who you are, show me your friends, and I'll tell you who you are. So whatever the animal is fed from, that's what they will also give back as nutrition. If the animal is fed soy, it will give you soy, and soy is not good for you. It's not good for your hormone, it's not good for your testosterone, it's not good for your overall well-being. So ketogenic diet is something that I started. I will have, like in the morning, I will have my breakfast. You can eat like 3 times or even 4 times when you're doing ketogenic diet, because we are just coming out of bad diet. And if you start doing things like, sorry, I'm mentioning a lot of names here, but then I'll also take all this diet I'm mentioning one after the other. We have the one they call OMAD, where you only eat just once a day, whether you skip breakfast or you skip dinner. Then you have the I mean the OMAD is a situation whereby you eat just once a day, you know. Then the intermediate fasting, the situation whereby you skip either breakfast or dinner. Those are other topics for another day. So ketogenic diet, you can eat 3 times, but mind you, are not eating what you normally eat. You know, you are not eating heavy carbs, you are not eating sugar, you are not eating all these your processed foods like burger, meat pie, fried stuff, your French fries. Those ones are thrown out of the window. So you eat the natural food. So for morning, for breakfast, I take what they call the bulletproof coffee, where I have my organic coffee, my grass-fed butter, coconut oil. I blend them all together, and I have my omelette, maybe 1 or 2 eggs, and I'm fine. Sometimes I don't even include the eggs. So, but once you take that bulletproof coffee, because of the high fat content coming from the either ghee, grass-fed butter, or coconut oil, fat doesn't raise your insulin and it keeps you full for longer. So you find out that before I even feel like eating again, it will be towards lunchtime. When it's lunch, I take some vegetable soup or salad. Then for dinner, I can go for steaks, pepper soup, or some, some eggs. I can also have some eggs by dinner time. So ketogenic diet is awesome, because when you start, you might feel hungry, you might feel a bit discomfort. That's what they call keto flu. So the flu might come there. You are not sick, it's just a reaction of your body, because the idea in the ketogenic diet is to move your body from a sugar burning system to a fat burning system. So that's why you're restricting your carbohydrate intake, so that your insulin levels will come down, your carbohydrate, your glycogen levels will come down by way of your body burning them for energy. So your body will completely burn out all the sugar, all the glycogen that have been stored up on your system. Alright. So, but when you are not continue increasing your sugar intake, your carbohydrate intake, whereby increasing your glycogen storage, and you've exhausted the glycogen, your body will look for another source of energy, which is the fats in your system. That's the beauty. So your body will now start burning those fats for energy. Alright. So when you start burning those fats, that's when you start losing weight. And at that level, you are your body is now producing what they call ketones, and you are now in the state of ketosis. Alright, so that's why they call it ketogenic diet or keto diet. I'm going to do a detailed video on the keto diet. So this is just to give you a little idea of what keto diet is all about. So that is how you lose weight. Now I did this for 2 months, 2 good months. I was only living on vegetables and protein and some very good fats. Alright, so after like that, after the first month, I didn't really lose weight. I didn't really see myself losing weight. But on the second month, my dear, the fats were just melting away, and that encouraged me. I was able to complete the second month successfully, and by the time I got into ketosis, I don't even feel hungry again. Even though I never knew just vegetable can sustain me. Vegetable and meat can sustain me for 2 good months. Even me, I didn't believe it, but it happened. I started losing weight. My energy level hit the roof. Even as I was doing those diets, I was lifting weights. I was gymming in my local gym. I was pushing. I was jumping. The energy level was tremendous and very, 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 very wonderful. So after the 2 months, I started to tone it down a little bit. So and I went to 1 meal a day. I just eat once a day, because during the ketogenic process, I wasn't feeling hungry again. So my body was feeding on me, on all those my fats. It was feeding on it, feeding on it, because your body requires for 4, not that you feel hungry. You don't just go. What happens when somebody is fat and obese and all that is that they become addicted to sugar. What happens to them is addiction. It's no hunger. When your body just will be yearning for sugar, for sugar. So when you now take it, your blood insulin will just skyrocket, and insulin is a storage hormone. At the end of the day, because all your cells are filled up already with glycogen, your body cannot even accept the glycogen again. So your system stores it up as sugar. At that level, you are in the state of what they call insulin resistant. So your body is resisting your insulin, but the body has already had enough. So all those food you are now still putting inside the body are all waste. The body cannot even finish the one they already stored. They are bringing more. That's why in ketogenic diet you restrict the intake of all those excess carbohydrates, so that your body can burn the one you already have and make you calm down. Alright, so I now went to what they call OMAD. OMAD means 1 meal a day. OMAD. OMAD, 1 meal a day. So I decided to be taking just dinner, and even at that time, it was still somehow a keto diet that I was still eating. The only difference is that I now introduced beans. and Abakaliki rice, local rice, because of the nutritious nutritional value, So I do local rice and beans, but I still eat just once a day. Once I come back from work, I eat until I did that one for 3 months. While I was doing it, I was still exercising and lifting my weight, because by the time you lift weight, it helps you burn some of those things as well, and helps you put on some muscles, help you, lose weight. So after the 3 months, the remaining 6 months, I did what they call intermediate fasting. Intermediate fasting is a situation whereby you either skip breakfast or you skip dinner. Alright, it's you have what they call an eating window and a fasting window. You can do 8 hours eating window, then 16 hours fasting window. You can do 4 hours eating window, 20 hours fasting window. So it all depends on you, when you feel better to eat and when you don't want to eat. Like for me, I chose I skip breakfast. Alright, I skip breakfast in the morning because they call it breakfast. Some people say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's not true, because it's breakfast. Nobody says it's a meal per se. They say breakfast, meaning your system has been fasting all through the night. So when you are eating in the morning, you are breaking that fast. Why would you break your fast when you're already in that fasting state and your body is already using your stored energy, your stored glycogen for energy? So it's better you allow the body to burn those fats till, for a longer period. So I decided to skip breakfast because breakfast, know it today, is not the most important meal of the day. For you, if you must lose weight, you must not be taking breakfast every day. You allow that fast. You're already fasting, so fast some more, because fasting is very good. It's another topic for another day. Fasting is awesome. As an adult, you should inculcate fasting in your lifestyle. Fasting is something that you should do. You find either once a week, once in a month, but fasting you must, because fasting is a kind of a cleansing and detoxification process. It helps you cleanse your body. Alright, so any opportunity you have to fast. You fast. It will make you not to fall sick anymore. If you look at most born again, don't fall sick because they fast a lot, so their body is clean. Their body is clean. So I encourage us to fast. So I don't do breakfast. I only do dinner. I do that for the remaining 6 months. And sorry, for the remaining 1 month, making it 6. 2 months ketogenic diet, 3 months 1 meal a day, then 1 month intermediate fasting. Now after this 6 months, I started maintenance. So sometimes I will do 1 meal a day, sometimes I will do intermediate fasting, then sometimes I do full fast. I do like 3 days fasting, 24 hours fasting, 72 hours fasting. I even did 5 days fasting. Alright, so because it has become part of me, I've discovered the beauty of fasting, I've discovered the beauty of low carb diet. Because what I'm doing right now is low carb diet. I don't do neither ketogenic or OMA, but I do those ones from time to time, but basically I'm on low carb. I still do low carb. My swallow is not Gary, it's not Pando, it's not all those ones, I have when I swallow, which is low carb. And my soups most time are vegetable soup and draw soups. I do egusi once in a while, which is not bad. I also do like all those cocoyam soup, like bitter leaf soup or rice soup, I also do those ones, but I don't use Gary, Eba or Santana, otherwise called Apple, to eat the soups. I use a very, very low carb fufu. So to date, I'm on low carb diet and I eat a lot of beans. I eat a lot of fish. I eat a lot of red meat. Not so much, but red meat is good for you. Some of you now start using eyebrow, but I say red meat. They say red meat is not good for you. It's not true. It's very, very good for you. So that's how I lost weight at this moment, and I encourage you guys to give it a thought. Think very hard about your life. Think very hard about your age, because 40 years is no joke. It's no joke. And at that point of your life, you need to take charge of your life. You need to live your life. Truly live your life. Alright? Truly live your life. So I encourage you to like this video. Say something about the video. Tell me what you think about it, where you agree or where you disagree. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is that it made me lose weight. I'm just sharing my experience with you guys, telling you what I did, because what I did that worked for me is what I'm telling you. If you disagree with me, I did it, it worked for me. If you agree with me, it worked for me. So, and if you do it the way I did it, even if it don't work for you 100%, it works for you 90%, which is better than what you're doing. because I've tried losing weight in the past, like I said, and I didn't make any headway. Losing weight is not easy. If you just wake up one morning without taking care of your insulin, high insulin resistance, and you start running, you will burn out. And if you start fasting, you will crash, you won't make it, because your addiction level is so high. Your insulin, you will crash, you won't make it. So you need to burn out the insulin and put your body in the state of ketosis, whereby you don't need, you have killed your craving. Because what makes you eat a lot is craving. Because the more carb you eat, the more carb your body wants to eat. But when you eat protein is filling. Protein suppresses craving, and protein burns fat. It doesn't make you want to eat more or yearn for food when you eat a lot of protein. Fat is even the best. Fat will not increase your insulin, so your body will not have any cause to store anything. Okay, and it's healthy for you. Eating fat does not make you fat. Take note. Some of you will think that if I eat a lot of fat, I'll get fat. No. If you get like this fatty meat, like the one they call tozo, or the ribs of a beef, they have some mixture of fat and red meat there, which not that only that it tastes very, very nice, it also gives you some very healthy fat. Red meat is full of zinc and vitamin D, which is good for your testosterone. Alright, so like I always say, I love you guys and I want you to prosper. You can only prosper when you are alive, not when you are dead or when you are sick. Alright, so all these terminal diseases that come to us when we start aging, when you take hold of your life, burn off the fat, reduce weight, you will have a very, very low chances of having all those arthritis, diabetes, heart attack, BP, you name it. Alright, so and when you don't have all those things, and stroke too, when you don't have all those things, your chances of living long is there. So I encourage you to see what you can do for yourself. I've shared my own story with you guys. That is how I was able to move from 90 kg to 70 kg in 6 months. And somehow I'm still losing weight gradually, but I didn't bother checking my weight, because it's not even wise to be checking your weight. Once you just start, you eat today. Today you started your vegetarian diet, tomorrow you go and be climbing weight. No. Forget about the weight. Before you even start checking, it should be like after 2 months. Because if you keep checking, you find out that your weight will be fluctuating. You know, you will lose today, tomorrow you even add times 2. You know, you now be like, this thing is not working, and you get fed up. And you need to be patient. Like I said, I did it for 6 months. Some can do it for 3 months. You need to be patient if you want to lose weight. You need to be patient, and you need to be persistent. Start at your own pace. You mustn't do it exactly as I did. I've mentioned 3 kinds of diets here. I mentioned the ketogenic diet, I mentioned the intermediate fasting, and I mentioned 1 meal a day. You can start from the one you can do. You can start from the one you can do. Some people say 1 meal a day, they see eat their normal food. Fine, you can eat your normal food, all the starch and carbohydrates, just once in a day. You can start from there. It will be better than when you're eating it 3 times a day. Alright? You cannot eat a ketogenic kind of food as an OMAD like I did. You can eat your normal gari, rice, apple, whatever, but eat only once in a day. If you sustain that over a period of time, you can now go a step further. Maybe now try try ketogenic diet, whereby you now reduce the carbohydrate content of your food. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for sticking with me this long. And if you truly want to live your life at the age of 40 and above, like I said, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on that bell. Just click the bell by the side, so that each time I upload this kind of videos, you'll be the first to get it. I upload this kind of video once every week, and you don't want to miss it. Alright, bye.